And welcome to Star Geeks, one of the coolest shows in the Star Wars universe. This is Sean.
And this is Ed.
And we are without our two co hosts today. I don't know why. One says he's sick, the other one, who knows? He's probably, digging around for swamp rats or some crazy stuff. Who knows? But, we're both together. Me and Ed are here ready to, kick off some crazy knowledge. You know how Ed is. Ed's always gonna bring it. Chat's already lighting up a little bit. What up, zombie?
Zombie.
Fast fan, what up, what up, what up?
Oh yeah.
All right. So Ed, we got a giveaway tonight. And we're also reviewing Star Wars Tales of the Underworld, the Asajj Ventress story first. Correct. We're not doing the what the hell?
Cad Bane.
Cad Bane version. That is your favorite version, but we're gonna do that one next week.
Yes.
We do have a drawing this week, actually, a giveaway. And the giveaway, if you can see it right here on the banner, it is a hashtag. You put it in the chat, Lucasfilms. I will actually queue it up because I just realized I put it up in there. But it is Lucasfilms. I will showcase that real quick. And we will be giving that away probably mid show. We'll see what happens if it goes through. But the hashtag is hashtag Lucasfilm. So just a heads up, if you're interested, you can throw yourself in there. Yeah. Anyway, Ed, how's your week, man? What's going on?
All good. Crappy weather here on the East Coast, which is always bad for business, but hey, is what it is. That's all behind us. We're here to talk Star Wars, so life is good.
All right, there we go. Look, see, this is the book. I think everyone has seen this. If you're a Star Wars fan, it has everything in it. It is an awesome book. It is a great fucking book, to be honest. One of the I think Ed, one day we're going to probably talk about some of the best Star Wars books that are out in
that's a deep dive.
Nah, some of the top books though. There's some really great books out there that like a lot of people. I'm not even sure if they know about them, but
novels, reference, everything.
Yeah. I think so. Some good reference books. There's some great stuff out there. So we'll see what happens. Oh shit! What up, Flex? Flex is definitely Flex trying to get that book. Flex always winning. So we'll see what happens. Al, what's up, man? What's
going on, Al?
Make sure you put that hashtag in Lucasfilm so you can be entered into the drawing. That will do probably before we get into our review. That way, everybody gets a chance. And sometimes people drop off, mid review because they don't want to be spoiled. But Ed, you gotta do your news, man. So I'm gonna let you take it away, my friend. Which banner do we play? Ed.
Star Wars version of the Geeks News Network. So, of course, still in the news because season 2 of Andor was so damn good. It's just great to see it getting so much good press. Everybody's raving. I'm just enjoying also watching the Rotten Tomatoes fan portion tick up little by little every single day goes by. I think we're up to 88 now. So
yeah,
it's such good stuff. This was actually older news, but since we kind of focused on the review of Andor, there was a nice little homage if you're an anime fan from Bleach.
Oh shit.
Yeah. just kind of, again, everybody's looking at it going, this is some good stuff and we want to recognize it. So very cool.
That is kind of awesome.
Yes.
So wait, what was first? Was it the Bleach or was it the Andor one?
No, I think it was Andor. Bleach just kind of did a version to, which, it's interesting because now that they've done this, and I know we talk about, especially you being the artist that you are, kind of with the whole AI, but I'm looking at this now going, hey, I wonder if we could do our own version of this kind of look with Star Geeks. I might have
We
to play
could.
with that. See
We
what I can
could
come up with.
if people show up to the show. So
So, oh yeah. This was wow. So this was a TED talk with it was Rob Bredow from ILM,
Mhm.
and he's talking about various things in the industry. It's like most things with TED Talk, and then he does this little segment where he talks about a single artist who I think they only had about a week's time utilizing some of the new AI tools. And he kind of was almost showing it off as well. This would be what it's like if a Imperial probe droid went to another planet and what they would see.
Hmm.
It was horrible in that it was the most rudimentary, basic thing. All the images they showed, and they were getting trashed for it, were
Really?
basically two very earth animals just kind of merged together. I mean, you can see from here, it's a peacock and a snail and a bear with tiger. I mean, all of them looked so basic,
So
and
are you
it's just
fucking
like
kidding me?
there's no
Lucasfilm.
imagination.
So they did an AI generate. Oh
It
man.
was I watched it and it was and now I had already heard people crucifying it, so I kind of went in jaded to begin with, but I'm
Right,
just
right.
watching this roll across and I'm like, "Why would you put out and brag about this?"
Oh,
Like,
that is fucking terrible.
it just was yeah,
Why would you do that? Oh man.
yeah.
But it's the industry now, man. Everybody's trying to get into this AI shit, man. So it's not.
Right, well, I mean, I get it, and it's a really good tool, but to your point when we talk about it, like, the benefit of having a true artist is using your imagination and your creativity and then using it like a tool.
That's what I said.
This was just, I mean, this is no different than if I was using AI. I'm not an artist by any stretch.
And
But yeah.
well, it says a lot though, like because like it's actually sad because Lucasfilm is. I mean, let's be honest. Like Lucasfilm, without Lucasfilm, we wouldn't have some of the greatest movies in the world. And like,
We
they're
wouldn't be here talking.
yeah, exactly. And they're trying to cheat the system by not using creatives to do the creative work. And that is the worst thing and the laziest shit I have. It's just so lazy, and they should be ashamed of themselves, man, because all the great artists that have come from Lucasfilm who've done so much shit in the in the entertainment business, and this is what they come up with.
Yeah.
That's shame on them for that.
I mean, it's a great tool. And again, if you have the
Not a
imagination,
great
you can
tool.
use
It's
well,
not.
you could use it to make something that looks really good, but you got to be able to, I don't know. So,
As an artist, it's not. As an artist, it's a fuck you to creatives. That's how I feel.
well, I think that like if it were something that you used because you can kind of come up with the imaginative view and different aspects of it and you can use it to craft what you already do would be
Mhm.
fantastic. It's almost like using CGI with animation. Like,
Okay.
you've got artists in there who are really creating it and they're using it as a tool to further the medium, but in this case, yeah, you can't lean on it. It's not the end all be all and it shouldn't be.
Yeah.
But I don't know. Uh,
Mm.
this was interesting, and I almost was hoping that Lil would jump on to get his perspective on this. So obviously, Fortnite right now has a big Star Wars thing that's going on. They apparently the SAG-AFTRA files charges because of the use of AI with Darth Vader's voice, and wow, that font took over again. And now I was reading some of the detail, and it's interesting because at first I'm like, oh yeah, no, that's horrible. But James Earl Jones and his estate gave permission to use and clone his voice with AI technology. Now, apparently, from what I read, is that SAG AFTRA's issue is that rather than using this AI clone voice, which James Earl Jones gave permission for, is that
Mhm.
you're taking away work from the voice actors who would otherwise replicate his voice. So I'm like, wait a minute, if the original person says go with it, you can't be mad because somebody else isn't copying it. Like, nah, I don't know about that. So, yeah, that's one. Like I said, I was hoping Elil would be able to give his 2 cents on where he falls on that, both from a legal perspective and like if the person gave permission, that should be the end of it. But
That's weird. Game companies have started using AI to do the game skins instead of developers, and gamers have been giving them shit about it. Good. I think they should, man. People, listen, man. It's like again, like it goes back to the creative part of it. It's like they just don't care anymore, man. And that's the sad part. This is why artists aren't working right now, and a lot of artists are not working. Like they've resorted to doing cons professionally. A lot of artists have been doing that. Like it's really sad. Like I'm waiting for it to hit the comic book industry. I'm pretty sure it has, but I don't know about it. But I'm pretty sure at some point they're gonna find an easy fucking way not to pay artists to do the job. It really is that simple at this point. They're just finding ways not to pay the artist, and they don't want to have to pay artists all this money to do artwork. It's that simple. Sad.
yeah.
Sad. Even voice actors.
We we had talked about this even when Skeleton Crew came out because there was such a delay from when they did the principal filming to kind of the strikes and then the post development, then it dropping. Is that, especially being kids, they aged so fast through there. But Kira Armstrong, she's got a new gig now. She's the new Buffy, so that also brings into question, like, if they are going to do a Skeleton Crew. It might be a little bit more of a challenge to get her to free up some time because that's her number one gig these days. I mean, unless they scale back the importance of her character, or if they do Skeleton Crew more of like either an anthology or they recast them as some older adults. I don't know. It's just an interesting conundrum we may find ourselves in.
Yeah. I just realized something that I just put a little chat thing down the bottom of the air, and it's actually kind of cool. I kind of like it. What's up, Fernando? What's going on?
Yeah, no.
Yeah. Yeah. I to be honest, I knew she was going to be something, like, because just her
She's so good.
presence on screen was really great, and it's going to be nice to see her as Buffy the Vampire Slayer, or the new Buffy in many ways. But I can see she's going to have a big career. She's definitely going to have a huge career.
No, I could see that. She was fantastic in there.
Yeah.
So this came up late because it got pushed for political reasons.
Fernando says she could probably kill Win.
We know how much he loves Wim.
Yeah.
In New York, the state actually recognized Star Wars Day as a holiday. Now, it's not like an official state holiday or federal holiday, but it was just one of those cool things, both sides of the aisle kind of came together. Everybody was on board with the idea. They actually had a couple stormtroopers in the assembly house, and then they actually allowed a couple of them to have like a mock lightsaber fight, which is interesting because any props or things like that are forbidden within the chamber, but they allowed it for this instance. So it's just nice when Star Wars can kind of bring people together.
That's how big Star Wars is. That's kind
of
awesome. Yeah. I think May 4th should be like not a national holiday, but it should be acknowledged by like a lot of shit, dog. Like I mean, it is, but I think it should be like a thing, like nationally. Like, you gotta celebrate Star Wars Day. Like, it's a thing. Like, it'd be awesome, man. I mean, everybody does celebrate if you're a Star Wars person, but.
Yeah. And then it's under the chat, but Mark Hamill actually reached out to the senator who put it out there just to kind of give his support of it as well.
Oh, look at that, Mark Hamill.
Oh, yeah.
He's a political guy, too, so that's cool.
So this one kind of falls in between both as we get into collectible stuff, but it's also news. And this was what you were sending out and telling me about just before we came on.
It is sad. And there's a lot of pre-orders out there, and some orders are not even going to be fulfilled, man, because of this. And I mean, there's some really great pieces out there that Diamond Select has done. And even in the Marvel universe, they've done great shit too. So like, it's kind of sad, but I'm gonna tell you something. When I was at New York Comic Con this year, I was at the Diamond Select booth, and I overheard the guys talking about the bankruptcy and about like what the future holds. Listen, I was recording and I was showing the booth or whatever, and I overheard them. They actually came up to me and asked me like, "Yo, can you delete that?" I was like, "Delete what?" I didn't really hear anything. I think they didn't want that information to get out. So it's very interesting that where this is now, and it's actually sad for the toy industry, man. Like tariffs are really killing people, and people are losing their jobs, man, over this shit, man. And it's really sad. It really is sad, man. And Diamond Select has done some great Star Wars stuff for the community. I know a lot of people who collect this stuff. A lot of people probably in the chat right now collect Diamond Select stuff, the Star Wars stuff, the Marvel stuff, everything. I'm pretty sure everybody at some point has had a Diamond Select piece or a Gentle Giant piece. So like it's kind of sad, man. It's sad to see.
I didn't get a chance to look into it. So what's the status? I know is both Diamond Select Toys and Diamond Comic Distributors, are they just kind of subsidiaries of the same company, I assume, with the name?
Yes. I think a company bought them out recently, and I guess they were going to do business, and they just apparently today they just shut everything down. That's it. It's over.
Now, is that different? Because I don't know, and again, I don't follow this nearly as closely as you do, but when it comes to both Super 7 and Gentle Giants, are they just kind of suffering from the same wave that everybody else is?
Yeah, absolutely. So, just the same wave of like, just tariffs, man. Tariffs is hitting people hard. I mean, what can you do? This is
so these are some really big names. I just wonder what the future will bring as to whether it'll create like a vacuum and other smaller ones might be able to come and fill that gap, or what'll happen within the collecting world.
I'm glad Lil jumped on because now he can actually, kind of talk about this too, because he knows, as much as I do. You know what I mean? Like we know both about Diamond Select and Gentle Giant
and Super 7. Yeah. I know I'm jumping in late. But I think what this is going to do, I think I don't think it's going to be the little guys anymore. Right. I think it's going to be Hasbro's going to take a bigger piece. Mattel's going to step up their game. You're going to see, because of costs now to produce and distribute, a lot of these companies are going to start to fizzle out, and that's sad. You might have independent companies coming in at some point, but for right now, you're going to see the collecting market. Number one, prices are going up. You're already seeing it. I think I saw on Sideshow people were buying some Hot Toys, and there was already a tariff line in the Hot Toy purchases. Yeah. So that's going to scare some mid-sized companies from either entering or jumping even further into the game. So like a lot of the figures here, especially if you look at Super 7 and Diamond Select, right? They go with those 7-inch, highly detailed, highly articulated $30 to $40 to $50 figures. Those are probably coming out. Like you'll get some of the ones from with Bandai, Mafex and everything, but McFarlane's also lost licenses, so maybe McFarlane steps in on some of these other licenses, right? Because I thought it was interesting because like I'm collecting those Marvel McFarlane statues, right?
Yeah.
Well, Diamond makes the same damn things in the PVC, so you've gotten two $50 price SKUs, and now Diamond's out. So you're gonna see some of these other. It's never gonna go away, collecting. Because we're all a bunch of damn nerds and we've got money to spend and we're going to do it. But it's going to be new parties to the game. It's going to be some of the bigger boys. We keep seeing, Hasbro keeps getting bigger and bigger, especially with what's it called, the HasLab stuff that's coming out, and they're paying a lot, and so maybe they're going to take on more because there's going to be a hole into this collecting piece that I think they're the ones. I see Hasbro, Mattel, NECA, because it's NECA's company that bought some of these, right? if I read the article right.
Yeah.
So, and who knows? Maybe NECA comes out victorious, right? They're the ones who already have a model. They're already the ones who have this. So maybe the Diamond and Gentle Giant piece falling in NECA, and now it's NECA is the big collectible type.
I mean, if you got pre-orders in, I mean, right now, Big Bad Toy Store still has a lot of Diamond Select stuff right now, but a lot of stuff you're not going to get, like this 3D half scale limited bust from Empire Strikes Back. You're not going to get that. That's a no-go.
Well, you might if it was already produced, right?
Well, everything is though. Like they closed everything. That's it. It's over.
Well, they have warehouse. I mean, I'm sure.
Oh yeah.
You know what I mean? Like they closed it, but they're not going to just sit on that inventory. So if there's inventory out there, I'm sure they'll get that out. Whoever bought them, because it's money for them to recover.
Mm.
And then, because if it's like I said, NECA has their own distribution. So all they're going to do is they fired all those people, and NECA is just going to move in with their people. Hey, go to this warehouse, go to this building, ship all this crap out that needs to go out, so we can get our invoices paid, and then shut it down. So I mean, again, I don't know. That could be it. They could throw it all in a landfill. Who the hell knows?
Oh shit, I can see that too.
Yeah, I mean, we've seen it before. You know, they just destroyed it, and it's a tax write-off.
Yeah. Well, if you're looking for some Diamond Select stuff, man, you got to go check out fucking Big Bad Toy Store. And they got a lot of stuff still available, man. If you want to jump on it now, because it ain't gonna be there too soon, and everybody gonna jump on it like Star Wars. You know, even Marvel stuff. Like I thought their Marvel stuff was really good. Like their figures were really good. Those 6 and 7 inch figures, they're really detailed. They got better with them. So yeah, man.
How do you think that'll affect the secondary market? Like, do you think that anything that's either Diamond or Super 7 or Gentle Giants will, because they're no longer producing, or is it
no,
just still stay just supply and demand based on who's looking for what?
Yeah, and it's going to be based on what it is, right? Like you're probably still going to, I mean, because you still find stuff from out of date toy companies all over the place that are still $5-6, right? Like it's not going to matter on the price, but you know, Sean brings up a good point. Like those Diamond Select figures, you know, a lot of people were waiting on newer models for certain characters. So now you're gonna have to go back and find those old characters, because you might not get one in that scale that you've already built your army of figures with, right? If I keep everything in that 7-inch diamond scale, and I didn't like this Iron Man figure, I'm just throwing up the Iron Man Silver Centurion figure. Well, then now I got to go back and get that one, because I was hoping they would make a new model. Now there's no new model, right?
Yep.
And same thing with, you know, the Gentle Giant stuff. Gentle Giant was big with the Star Wars stuff, right? So like I can see some of that stuff going up, because now that's done, right? So you're going to see some of those premium busts that they had that were, you know, in that $100 price point. You know, but it's not going to be astronomical. And I would tell everybody don't do it. I would tell everybody don't do it, because somebody else will step in, right? You know, because there's Gentle Giant that really did those quarter scale busts. They're not the half scale busts,
3D ones,
yeah. So I mean, I know they put it under the Diamond label because they all whatever, but it was Gentle Giant. Some of the Gentle Giant statues still sell nice, still sell for a little bit now. There's value. There's going to be new players in the market. So that's all I'm going to say, right? Like there's new technology, new players in the market. I look at some of the old statues, and some of them are terrible, right? Like even like Kotobukier, right? Like I have a Koto Luke Return Empire Strikes Back Koto Luke, and it's the face sculpt is awful, right? I just got it because I got it super cheap, and it was like one of the first Star Wars collectibles I rebought when I got back in the game 10 years ago doing this show. Well, not Star Geeks, but the Geeks, you know. And but if you look at the face sculpt, man, like it's horrendous. Like it's not good. But yeah, I mean, we'll see. I mean, it's the collectible market. It's sad because this is a really long established brand. Both of these brands, Gentle Giant and that.
Oh yeah.
We still don't know what's happening with Super 7 officially. I know they're laying off a lot of people, but maybe it's not over. But again, it's not a good look.
No.
And this market is crap right now. Like the economy, everybody's going to talk about highs and lows and all of this stuff, but with all the uncertainty, nobody's spending money on collectibles. Like unless you're crazy, like we are, because we, but we don't spend as much as we used to either. That's the thing. Like every week we were bringing stuff for the toy box, and not every week now, except for Sean. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
All right.
Sorry, I long-winded there.
A little. You're always long-winded. It's okay. Hey, go. What's this? Tactical Agent. This is from Andy, right?
Yeah, from Andor. Black Series, the 6-inch, good-looking figure.
Yeah.
I mean, I never got into the 6 inches, but there are some really nice-looking ones. So. And then, of course, surprise, because it's not like we don't talk about this every week. They released, or at least announced, a whole nother slew of Hot Toys.
Oh, of course. That was what, last week? Yeah.
Oh, my God. There's so many.
Yeah. Yeah, it's crazy.
So,
it's a beautiful thing. If you're a Hot Toys collector, you're great. You got.
Well, you're broke. There's I mean, to keep up on this, it seems like, it's like
they already released it. They already released the Cody. The only thing with the Cody is now it has the Phase 1 helmet. And that's really it. Like, there's nothing special about it. It's the same shit. It comes with a couple extra pieces. If you already have a Cody, I don't think it's worth it. Just to get the Phase 1 helmet, I don't know. It's up to you. Like, it's a rabbit hole. It is a rabbit hole.
Ooh,
I just want to comment here while we're still talking. Like, Fernando said he stopped toy hunting. Zombie is saying that he definitely slowed down collecting at the moment. See, I mean, like, and that's a small percentage, but it's true.
Yeah.
Right. Like that's,
I think
all we're seeing is Hot Toys is producing 8,000 of these things, and like, who the hell is buying all of these?
Oh my gosh! You should see the
somebody.
They buy them a lot. Listen.
Yeah, but are they buying enough?
Yeah, to justify the.
No. Did you see the Stitch Hot Toy?
Oh, I did not yet. I gotta. We'll talk about that on Saturday.
Yeah, I'll let you.
From Lilo and Stitch, you're gonna bring it up on Stargates. All right. I have no problem promoting Lilo and Stitch.
I mean, that's a great figure. Is that an artisan figure?
Yeah,
I didn't see
that
this.
is a great head sculpt.
Yeah, I think I seen it for a second. I didn't even pay attention to it.
And I'm pretty sure, don't the artisans have like the real hair?
Yes.
Yeah.
It's just crazy.
It looks like that. It's already on the waiting list already.
Is it?
Yeah, this is already waitlisted.
Well, okay. I guess there are people out there buying these Hot Toys then.
Dude, I told you.
Or they're keeping the numbers to a minimum. You know what I mean? I can see that as well.
Yes, they are limited. They are limited. They're like timed, or like you gotta like get in. But all the things that we've mentioned right now are all on wait list.
No. Is this on wait list?
Which one?
This is the Imperial disguise Chopper.
Oh, that was an exclusive, so you probably didn't even get it. You probably didn't even see it. It might not have been on Sideshow. Oh, it was. Oh, it's a pre-release, so it is available now.
Okay.
Yeah, this is in disguise, but no one wants this.
I don't know. I mean, it's a really cool look for Chopper, but not to where I'm going to buy it.
Nobody wants this. I say that, and you're like, it's already gone. It's already pre-exclusive.
Yeah, but we're looking at like the artisan figures that are like very exclusive, and like that one is an exclusive one. The Airborne Trooper, it's a trooper that hasn't been released yet. Automatically gone.
Pat's fan wants it. See.
Yeah. I mean, again,
somebody wants it. There's always
somebody wants it.
This one looks awesome.
It is awesome.
I mean, with so many different ways that you could set this up.
No.
Yeah, with the droids, the table, the removable helmet. I mean, again, it looks cool, but I almost rather look at the pictures and the way that they set it up and display it, and because I could never do that.
Zombie just said the Vader sold out. So
Is it?
Okay.
No, it's still on pre-order. It still has pre-order on there. $4.95 for pre-order.
jeez.
$4.95.
And Zombie the same thing. I
Ouch.
have some Hot Toys. I'm out. I'm out of the game.
Oh yeah,
I'm done with that.
Ooh.
Like I can't do that anymore.
It's a good piece.
Yeah. Oh, it ain't $4.99 good.
Oh,
No.
it's sold out in Australia. He said so.
Oh, okay.
Mm.
I don't know. Ed, you got a Vader, right? I gave you the Vader, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. See, that's a good piece. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, Vader and Boba and Boba Fett.
Yeah. So I mean, it's good pieces. Wait, I gotta show you this Stitch. I gotta show you. It is fucking cool.
Is it life size like the Grogu, or is it?
It is life size. It's life size.
How much is it?
This is not Star Wars content, but I'm sorry, I gotta show it off. $215.
$215.
Yeah.
Yeah, that'll be bought.
Look at you.
We got
son
it.
of
We're
a
good.
bitch.
That's an easy get.
Look at that.
That's an easy get.
It is fucking. It's really well done. Like it is really cool.
That is cool.
I'm gonna pre-order for Jenny's birthday. There you go.
Are you
done? Oh yeah.
I gotta see that. I gotta see an unboxing of that shit, dude. That thing looks awesome. Like I'm
ridiculous.
Tempted. I'm tempted. I don't even know why I need it, but I just want it. Come on.
It's ridiculous looking, but yes. Yeah.
Yeah, no,
Al just said, Al, I'm down for $215. Yeah, $215.
Yeah.
That's
see, yo.
$215 is not that bad.
It's
not at all
that fucking bad, dog. I'm sorry.
Well, that's the thing is, you get a life-size Stitch for $215, and the Vader, while cool, he's twice that, more than twice.
$500.
That's
I know.
Insane.
Yeah, and it
Are you sure it's not a? Are you sure it's not a $215? Is just the down payment? Like it's $215?
No, it says pre-order $215. Like I can pay for it right now if I wanted to. $215. Now again, they will add that tariff on there, but so what?
The tariff costs $7,000.
Oh fuck no!
I said the same thing, Fernando. You said it's not. He just pulled it up, so looks like it's legit. I got some rewards. I think I got like $60 in rewards.
I mean, I'm just saying, dog. Like, kind of fucking
damn
cool.
Zombie.
Oh,
$785.
What happened?
He said it was $785 by him for Zombie. So
that's
Vader.
Crazy.
Vader.
Shit.
All right. Yeah.
All right.
I could not pay that much for a hot toy, man. Jeez.
Yeah, that's right. We only got 4 entries right now, so I mean we can start it. If you put your entry in now, make sure you put hashtag Lucasfilms before I start this. It's only 4 people in there, so it is what it is. I mean, whatever happens, it happens. So put in your hashtag now. Hashtag Lucasfilm. That's all you gotta do. Put it in there now because I'm about to do this drawing. It's only 4 people in. I'm 100% sure Flex will probably win. So you can't be mad about it. But if you're doing it now, do it now. Double price. Oh, okay. He was talking about the Stitch. I don't know. It's up to y'all.
I'm a little confused today. Why can I see the thing on?
Oh, it's a new thing on here. It's a beta thing on here. You can put the yeah. Kind of cool.
Oh, the whole chat is just shown through, so we don't have to share the chat.
No,
you can highlight ones, but
yeah. Okay.
All right, we're up to 6. We got 7 viewers on. I don't.
Well, why don't we do what you want to do it now? We gonna talk about Tales of the Jedi or not Tales of the Jedi? Or...
I mean, we could, but at the same time, you know, I mean, people drop off, so it's like, you know what I'm saying. I'd rather just do it now, get it over with. You know what I mean? At least some people did it. You know what I'm saying? I appreciate everybody for doing it. No matter. You know what I'm saying?
All right. You putting them in the wheel?
It's no. It's just a little drawing here, and you just put it in there, and it clicks, and that is it. So it's your last chance to do it.
This is the first time I was doing this. Oh yeah.
This is again. This is the from Star Wars to Indiana Jones, the best of the Lucasfilm archives.
Where do I put my hashtag in?
Yeah, you put your hashtag into it. Did you put it in?
You don't qualify.
I never qualify.
Employees don't qualify.
All right, we're doing a drawing. I'm doing it in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's get the drawing going. Do we play some music? Ed, you got some music for me? Got a little bit of music?
Royalty-free music, please. So we don't get kicked off while he's doing this.
I got some royalty-free music. Maybe it'll work. I don't know. Let's see. Hold on. What we got? Yes, that's it. You can play this. Play this. Is that the good one? Is that
I don't know. We're not kicked off yet, so start it.
Okay, let's go. All right, here we go. Doing the drawing. Oh, who's gonna get it?
Here we go. Who's?
Fernando! Congratulations, Fernando. Congratulations, Fernando. It's from Star Wars to Indiana Jones, Lucasfilm, and Fernando, if you give me like a week or so, I can actually go in a sketch for you, a Star Wars sketch from me first.
You gotta turn the music down. I can't hear what you're saying.
Oh, I'm sorry. Okay, so if Fernando, if you give me like a week, I'll draw you up a sketch, a Star Wars sketch, and I'll put it on one of the books that I got, one of the blank copy books, and you got it, bro.
All right.
So you up for that? That's cool. See what happens when if you get more people on watching the show, we can get cool shit going on here. So listen,
we'll do more giveaways. Sure,
we'll definitely do more giveaways. Tell everybody, man, about the show, man. Listen, I appreciate everybody jumping on. Next week we may do a giveaway as well. But Fernando, this is going to you, my friend, and a Star Wars sketch from me personally. And you know I can draw, so it's not stick figure, so you know you're gonna get a good drawing. But I might have a little draw you something up too one day as well.
Me with crayons. That's the best I can do. I can do a Ninja Turtle with crayons, and it's still not that good.
Yeah. But thank you guys. I appreciate it. Thanks for everybody for stepping in, man. I appreciate everybody putting their hand in the giveaway. And yeah, man. Next week we may do another giveaway. All depends, man. If you're watching the show, man, you know, like, subscribe. And oh man, I appreciate that, Fernando. Thank you, brother. Appreciate that, man.
Pat's fan, we appreciate you, man. We appreciate you're not here for the giveaway. But guess what? We want you to be a part of the giveaway too.
That's right, man. So listen, you automatically put into that next time. All right. Ed, shit, I'll let you take it away, man. We gotta play spoilers because I'm pretty sure everybody's watched this at this point, but we'll play a spoiler warning for you anyway. Oh, zombie. He said 7 people, I still can't win. Man, I'm sorry, Zom, man. Sorry about that. Yeah, everybody flex. Shit. You know, you would think you'd be a little bit more open, but Ed, I'll just take it away, man. Hey.
This was some good stuff. You know, I see all the time in these various things. I know they're just trying to get clickbait. They're like, oh, Star Wars is over. They got bad, but nothing good's coming out. We just had Andor. We got Tales of the Underworld. I mean, there's not a ton of stuff in the pipeline, but at least what we're getting is good.
It is. It has been good.
I mean, we had the kids show. I'm gonna blank. Skeleton Crew. I mean, it's I don't know. No one's happy with anything.
Well, again.
Well, did you see the turd that Lucasfilm tried to do the other? Oh, you didn't see. You jumped on late.
We were talking about there was a TED Talks from ILM, and they were the buildup was that they were showing off some AI technology that the story was a single artist kind of had a week to play with it, and it was using the storyline of if a probe droid went to another uncharted planet, what kind of animals they would see. It was horrible. Basically, they took all Earth-like animals, they took 2 and just fused them together. And there was no other creative, imaginative stuff to it. And I think they got crucified by people online who were like, what is this trash? So, yeah.
But listen, you know what's not AI? Tales of the Underworld.
No.
They actually used animators and amazing shit to get it done. And we got a story that everybody questioned about what and how and where did Asajj Ventress come from when she was on
Bad Batch.
Bad Batch.
Yeah.
So we got the answer to it, which is fucking awesome to me.
Yes. Because we asked that when we watched Bad Batch. Like, this made no sense. It didn't fit the timeline. Because the book, it's canon.
Yeah.
But now we understand. So.
And I'll be damned, Obi-Wan. Obi-Wan was there? Like, really?
But that makes sense, especially in the whole piece from the book. Because remember, Obi-Wan was his contact. Like,
that's right. He was his contact. That's right. Yeah.
So he was kind of with him that whole way. So this is, again, we're just going to do the first 3 that just talks about the Asajj Ventress arc. Great. The fact that they were little 15 minutes was so refreshing from us having to, not like it was a chore, but, you know, a 2+ hour Andor binge was a struggle.
Now, let me ask a little question. How did you feel about this? Because I know you're not big on a lot of the characters and the lore and stuff like that, but how did you feel? I don't know if you knew about Asajj Ventress and how she died, but how did you feel about like this?
Which is, you might not still know.
I don't know how she died. I mean, all I know from her is what we watched in the animated was it animated Clone Wars, right?
Yeah. Mm-hmm. I forgot you watched all the Clone Wars.
And yeah, so I don't know.
And you know, a lot of people really don't know. A lot of people, if you didn't read that story, you didn't know she was dead.
Yeah, and then she was talking about like a love, and I'm like, is she in love with Obi-Wan? Like,
no,
is that what I'm trying to get here? Like, what? I was very confused at this very beginning, but then I was like, okay, I'm sure that'll tell me down the road, because we only watched episode 1, right? That's all we talked about that we were going to do. Because I only watched
episode 1, 2, and 3.
This arc.
Yeah.
All right. So you're
okay. Well, I'm glad because I did watch 1, 2, and 3, but I rewatched 1. Okay, I rewatched 1 because I thought that's what the focus was. Okay, 1, 2, 3. Sorry.
Yeah.
Because I think 1, 2, 3 is fine.
So yeah. So just to give you the real quick version. So we see this opening scene. He's bringing her to these pools on Dathomir. She's obviously deceased. Yeah. Now this references
this pool. I'm sorry. This pool is not like in Batman, right? It's not whatever that pit that everybody comes back to life in.
No, because I've never even known about this pit. So let's
okay. All right. Yeah, I was just curious. I was like, did the pit bring her back to life, or did like the spirits of the witches bring her back to life?
I would say the witches, but then I would say the witches.
You
right?
Don't know. Nobody knows.
Well, so, it's hard to say because you know this
Thank you, Al. Lazarus pit. That's the term I was thinking of. I was like, this isn't the Lazarus pit, is it? What the hell?
This body of water was mentioned in the book as well, because this is where she takes. So I'll make it real quick. So basically, in the book, this is during the Clone Wars. The Jedi have decided that, you know, in order to expedite the war, they need to kill Count Dooku. And while it's not the Jedi way, they make the decision that they're going to make an attempt to assassinate him. Quinlan Vos is who they kind of bring on to do it because of all the Jedi, he's always kind of had a little bit of dark side-ishness to him. Yeah. So they task him with going and finding Asajj Ventress, former assistant to Dooku. They're going to team up and get her to help get them to assassinate. Well, they get together. They have secrets from each other because Quinlan Vos doesn't realize that his former master was assassinated by Ventress. that he had some things to do with some bad shit. Dathomir, so they're hiding stuff. They kind of fall in love with each other through this whole thing. Quinlan Voss falls to the dark side, back and forth. They're fighting Dooku, and basically Asajj Ventress sacrifices herself to save him.
Mm.
And again, we all thought from the book that she was dead. So this kind of steps in from that point where he takes her body, brings her back to this body of water on Dathomir, thinking that, all right, this is it. And then we get this scene here to where we hear Mother Talzin kind of give her that ultimate choice. Do you want to stay here in the afterlife with your sisters, or you can choose to go back to the real world, but the only reason you would probably go back is for love, but you can't have it. So
then why did she choose that?
We don't know. And maybe that's something that they'll flesh out even more so later on. But
yeah,
she chooses to go back to the living.
Yeah. I actually like that though. Like it's cool.
Yeah.
I mean, who the hell wants to stay a ghost anyway? Fuck that.
Yeah. So she's looking for a nice quiet place to hide. She doesn't want to deal with any kind of mess or noise or anything. Finds this little backwater world. She's going to work as kind of a bouncer at the shuttle port. She's taken the Rhodians, and well, her boss thinks she's a little too rough with them. But her boss, as we find out, is a jerk all the way around. Tosses him out. And, I do have to say, this is one of the things that I really did kind of miss in Andor, were some of these classic Star Wars aliens. I always liked seeing them in everything. So,
well, I mean, like they were on Coruscant a lot, right? And like the Senate and the Emperor was racist against aliens. So,
I know that, but
like, why are they going to be around if they're not really wanted? So. They didn't really travel to many planets. I get it. I get what you're saying. It's just it kind of...
Yeah, but like when you see... Well, I know most people would think Greedo, and I'm drawing a blank on the species.
What, Greedo species?
Yeah, it's in my head, and I can't spit it out. But to not see them just in background...
Yeah.
So, kid walks in, trying to get a shuttle off world, doesn't have enough money, and he tries the Jedi mind trick.
He's a Rhodian, just let you know.
Rhodian, thank you. Yes. And it's funny watching her just stand there. It's like, all right, kid. Like, he tries it 3 times, and I guess at that point she was waiting to see if he was going to pull it off.
Your Jedi mind trick does not work.
Yeah. And so she just goes to escort him out the door, but there's some stormtroopers out there, and they are looking for him. So they're obviously aware there's a Jedi somewhere on this planet. She tries to hide him. She uses the Jedi mind trick to shoo him away until her boss finds out there's a bounty, in which case she doesn't care. She wants the money. Yeah. And that's when we find out the kid's got a lightsaber.
Kind of cool.
It was cool. It was interesting because this was the point, and we heard about this in the Obi-Wan series about the path.
Right.
So there's an underground conduit group that's trying to usher any remaining Jedi to somewhere safe. So
thanks, Pats fan. Have a good night.
Thanks, Pats fan. Sorry you didn't win, brother. But have a good night, bro.
And as they're about ready to leave the planet, a Inquisitor shows up, which is interesting because we have no idea who or what this Inquisitor is. It's always kind of nice to throw a new one out there, but he didn't last very long. It was a good fight.
Yeah.
But 2 blades,
he's
dead. He ain't getting up from that one.
Yeah, he ain't
getting up at all.
I kind of wish he would have pulled up, Sliced him up like that.
Sliced him up in half.
Yeah.
And then they just use some Jedi tricks to jump on the shuttle and go off world. So there's your real quick episode 1. Again, it was, I mean, it was kind of nice having some short episodes. The fact that there's 3 of them, it gives you like 40 minutes ish. So it's almost like a full episode of Clone Wars. But I don't know why sometimes they break them up.
It would be nice if they call these what ifs, but I know we can't do it because it's a Marvel thing. But like
they could.
I mean, I know Marvel has done Star Wars. They're doing Star Wars now, so why not do a what if? I don't understand. So weird.
Episode 2 entitled Friends.
Okay, so where is she from? Ed, I feel like I've seen this character before somewhere.
I think that they partnered up with Asajj Ventress in another mission back in Clone Wars.
Okay.
So we have seen them before, or at least her. I don't remember if the droid was in it.
Okay.
But she was definitely.
This was great, though. This was really cool.
And the droid's awesome.
Oh, the droid was awesome. The droid was great.
Yeah. And she's got her boa that she uses in the fight.
Yeah.
And they're fighting a species that's just like Dexter with the extra arms. And he's a badass too. So they leave the kid to drag the body onto the ship by himself. And the whole time Asajj is telling him to try not to act like a Jedi, and then makes the comment that he smells like a Jedi, and the kid's like, it was a nice interaction.
Yeah, that fucking droid is awesome. I feel like I've seen that droid somewhere before too, but that droid looks awesome as shit. Like that.
Yes.
Yeah.
The whole thing. So Asajj is looking to have them help her find the path. They don't know why she's bothering with it, but she gives them the cover story that she's hunting Jedi, and they're like, that's too much work. It's not worth the effort. So Asajj is like, all right, I'll help you on your current task in exchange for some information. And their piece is they're going to go steal some tech from an Imperial shipyard where they're installing the shield generators on new Star Destroyers. I love when they show stuff like that. And you get this, and I have the shot after this, but the background of the Star Destroyers being built. During the mission briefing, the kid makes a comment that she realizes is only, as she says, you're either a Jedi or a clone, and you're definitely not a clone. It's the only way you would know that information. So he tipped himself off. So you could tell that typical bounty hunter, the wheels are turning.
Yeah.
And you know it's going to go south.
Yeah, I like that game.
So yeah, this just imagery of the Star Destroyers in the background being built, so cool.
Yeah, in Mandalorian, they're being taken apart. Am I crazy? What episode of the Mandalorian when they went to the shipyard and they were taking all that stuff apart, right? That was in Ahsoka, but it was also in Mandalorian too.
Was it? I can't remember now.
Remember the guy who was the doctor in the Mandalorian, and then the other girl who was like the enforcer, or like not the enforcer, but the officer. And they went
they
went to the shipyard. I can't remember what it was, but that was cool too.
Oh yeah,
even though it was a terrible storyline, but it was
and there it is, the shield generators. You know, we got to see the other part that was cool about the droid. He definitely had a combination of like the IG droids that we saw in The Mandalorian as far as the way he worked, but he also was doing some moves that were very much like General Grievous.
This was a cool scene though. Like this whole thing played off very fucking well. Like I love like the ball rolling and then she goes under the ball. Like I love it. Like you always want that. Like, oh, is he gonna like? There's a little hole in it. Like you're gonna go under it or whatever. Like, but it was a great. Like I love the ball just rolling. They were still on it. Like that was really cool. Very well done. Yeah.
No, it was great action, and it went by so quick, but felt fulfilling. It wasn't a lot of fluff, but it wasn't too short. No, it was really well done.
Yeah.
During the heist, they lose the piece of tech that they came to get. And again, here's one of those moves where the droid just puts both guns and does just like the IG droid did in Mando, just spinning around, gunning everything.
Yeah,
We got to see stormtroopers in what are the old school clone transports, because I guess we're in that transitional period where they're changing technology. And once they realize that they lost their tech, they figured they're just going to keep the kid, turn him in, and leave Asajj Ventress behind. But
that didn't work.
That never works. So she jumps on, threatens them, gets the information that she needs, and off they go.
Do you like Asajj Ventress with hair?
I actually don't mind either one. I like her with the bald look. I mean, obviously. But also I think this fits better with how her character is now. I think that bald look, yes. That was more of her as kind of the Sith assassin.
Okay. So I want to, after this is, I'm curious to see where this lies at, but okay, we'll keep going, man. You got it. That was the end of that episode, right? Or
that was the end of that one.
Yep. And this is the beginning of the next one.
So, this is when they move on to the next one. We're on some random planet, which just the overall aesthetic and look reminds me of that scene from Obi-Wan when they're finding the path. So, and I'm sure it's designed to give us that same thing, assuming that you saw it. We come across this imagery that we saw in the trailer, which are all the B-1 battle droids being used as just scarecrows.
Very cool.
Great aesthetic.
Yeah. This episode was, now who is this old man? I couldn't figure it out for the death of me. Okay. Was it somebody that we didn't know? Okay.
Yeah, I don't think that he was established anywhere.
Okay, good. That was another thing. I was like, I was lost. I was like, who is this person?
I was lost too. So don't.
Yeah. Well, you figure that there were tons of other than the battle droids being the primary units in the Confederate Army. They had so many planets that they had a bunch of people in various positions within. So who knows where he fell into that mix. But they come in, they're looking for the path. This guy recognizes who Asajj Ventress is because of his connection with the Confederate planets and thinks that she's awesome because of her previous role. And then asks her, as he says, from one warrior to another to kind of help out as his granddaughter needs to go and gather water. And they point out to where, even though he's in his wheelchair, he puts some hurting in on the local natives because he's got a few of their heads mounted on the wall behind him.
I like that.
Yeah, that's cool. Kind of sad though, after you think about it. After like, oh.
Well, when you see that, you don't think anything about it, but after watching the storyline through, you're like, oh, man.
You're kind of like, oh, fuck. Like, that's kind of fucked up. It's kind of sad. It's kind of a shit move, but okay. Keep going.
So they show up to the oasis. They gather up the water.
Yeah.
The speeder's kind of old, so it starts breaking down. And, of course, here comes what we thought at the time were the bad guys.
Yeah.
Right.
As they come raiding in. I mean, they look like road warriors.
They're like a little Ewok-y kind of characters too. So it was okay.
Yeah,
I liked it though. It was fun. It was a good episode.
And here's where, as they're fighting it, the helmet comes off of one, and they kind of look like this little. They almost look like the Geico lizard.
Yeah,
but
but you know what? I had a hunch that, like, because it's a kid Jedi, like, something like kind of kiddie is gonna happen in many ways. You're not gonna expect like death or like nothing crazy. Like, I wasn't
not for this.
But
once the helmet comes off, I guess one of his Jedi abilities is not so much direct communication, but kind of sensing.
Yeah.
And he realizes, like, wait a minute, you aren't the bad guys. And that's when the realization comes into play as he's kind of communicating with them, like, wait, it's their water. We're actually stealing it from them. They're just trying to protect what they already have. So and again, it's quick episode, so it's not like you have all this time to draw it out. But they go back, they get the old man to realize, like, you're wrong. And he was kind of impressive that he's like, all right, I was wrong. They give them the information. They go and find what they think is his opportunity to go on the path to join the Jedi that are trying to find sanctuary.
Yeah.
And she doesn't go down there because, again, I don't know what magic comes into play, but the fact that she agreed that no Voss, we only assume that he could be down there. We don't know for certain because they never show it.
Yeah, but Voss is dead, right? Like I think he's
No.
dead.
We don't know. Again, we thought he was dead, but remember in Obi-Wan, when they're looking at that wall, as everybody kind of graffitis it as they go through, his name was on the wall. So that's when they realize that he's part of this group that's helping Jedi that survived the purge find somewhere safe to hide. Whether he survived or not, we don't know. I mean, who knows how many Jedi the Inquisitors found and slaughtered along with Vader. But
yeah, I can support that he was dead, but maybe I'm crazy.
And maybe that's part of a whole nother story, is that, sometime during the reign of the Empire, again, it would have been nice to have seen Vader in Andor, but he's out hunting Jedi.
Yeah.
So, and the kid skips out on his thing and joins her, and they ride off into the sunset.
So, my curiosity.
Predictable.
Oh, of course.
Yeah, it was very predictable. My curiosity is, will Asajj Ventress come into contact with Ahsoka Tano again?
I think that's what this is being built up to. Yes.
In live action?
I wouldn't be surprised, because look at all of the connective pieces here. You have Asajj Ventress, who is kind of now middle of the road. She's a gray Jedi, if you will, at this point. She has connection with the Night Sisters.
Fucking back from the dead, like Ahsoka.
She's back from the dead.
Brought her back.
You have Thrawn coming back from the other universe with a whole contingent of possible Night Sisters in coffins. So you have a lot of tie-in and connection.
Oh, shit. I didn't even think about that.
So, yes.
Oh, this is going to be... Dude.
I would love to see Asajj Ventress in live action.
I would love to see it as well. I mean, we've gotten everything else. We might as well. The only thing we're missing right now is the Captain.
When's Ahsoka coming out?
I don't know. I would say next year.
Is it gonna come out before Mando and Grogu?
2026, probably.
Yeah.
Well, because that comes out next May, Mando and Grogu.
Oh shit, it does. But I think Ahsoka comes out before that. I don't know. Is there a release date on Ahsoka yet? I don't think. I know they're filming it now. So
yeah, it's expected to be in 2026.
Okay. What you about to say, hello? What you thinking?
Well, I was just thinking about like who's gonna play her, and if she would be in.
Fernando said the same exact thing.
and if she would be in the movie, because the Mando and Grogu movie is like building up, right, to something. So is Ahsoka and that crew going, or are they gonna have a follow-up movie, kind of like an Avengers Assemble? I don't know. It's interesting, especially if they bring in her. It'll be pretty. It'll be pretty cool.
It would be very, very cool to see. Like they're talking about. I mean, there is casting out there, but right now they're like casting out there. But this is like bullshit casting. But one person said,
I don't know who that is. Maybe I should. Who is Elizabeth Debicki?
I don't know. Is she the person that plays the voice? I don't know.
No, that's Nika Fetterman.
They said Anna Taylor-Joy.
Yeah,
which
I could see that.
Mean,
I can totally see Anna Taylor.
Absolutely.
Anna Taylor-Joy playing.
She is oddly thin and has that Yeah,
No, this is
see that.
Yeah, I always wonder, and they never do it, but to cast the voice actor as the live action.
Well, they're doing it in DC, and it's not like it doesn't, but sometimes the voice actor doesn't fit.
No, I
I mean,
agree.
they did it for Thrawn too, right? Like,
Oh yeah, actually they did do it for Thrawn.
and everybody complained with how Thrawn looked. So, I mean,
Karen Gillian. Karen Gillian, a little plays a really good. She's
yeah,
intense.
is Nebula. I mean,
She's really
could
great.
she be a Asajj? She could.
She could. She really could.
Oh, okay. She was in Tenet, Fernanda. Okay.
Yeah.
I don't know, man, but it would be pretty cool. It just somebody said Jada Pinkett Smith. Please stop. they said it. It was on this little thing I'm looking at. Please stop.
Oh wow.
Yeah. No.
Yeah.
All right.
I don't know, man.
No, I'm looking forward to it, but they've definitely set this up for her story to continue.
Ooh, deny. What's she plays in Black Panther, one of the Dora Milaje. Shit, you can take anybody from Dora Milaje and use them. Shit.
Yeah.
Good.
Yeah. Denai Guerrero, fucking, she has swords. She's in Walking
Michelle.
Dead.
Yeah, she's Michelle too, right? So
yeah, so I don't know, man. There's a lot out there, man. But it'd be pretty tough, man, to see it. I wouldn't mind saying that. So
yeah.
Shit, that's it. We said it.
All right.
Said it all. We did all.
Yep.
Fernando, send me or Lil your address, please, so we can get that out to you sooner than later. I still have another thing I gotta send off this week as well.
Next week, following 3 episodes with Cad Bane.
Yeah.
Yep.
Which Ed cannot wait to do that episode.
Love Cad Bane.
Listen, we said it all. We did it all. Please like, subscribe, tell your friends about the show. We've got new listeners. So if you're a new listener, please watch the show, man. We're doing this every Wednesday at 9 p.m. I know it's a little late, but listen, we're getting it out there, man. We're trying to get it out there. We appreciate everybody watching. Appreciate everybody actually participating in the giveaway. We'll have more giveaways coming in the future. We may have some big ones too, like a really big one, like really, really good one that may happen.
I'm quitting so I can participate.
So I got something lined up that might be really great.
And I will just send you stuff, okay? You can't quit.
But
like we have to pay Sean, I gotta pay you. The talent is expensive.
Thank you, Fernando, man. We appreciate you being an OG listener, brother. Always.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, man. This is Sean.
This is Lil.
And this is Ed.
And may the force be with you.
Always.
14.